Support for WXAV 88.3 FM and WXAV.com is being provided by Bookies, new and used books. Bookies is an independent bookstore located at 10324 Southwestern Avenue in Chicago. They have a collection of new and used books and accept book trade-ins and donations. More information is available at bookieschicago.com and on Instagram at bookieschicago.
Support for WXAV 88.3 FM and WXAV.com is provided by Northwest Community Credit Union. Northwest Community Credit Union is located on campus inside the Graham School of Management and offers financial services for the St. Xavier community. Services include student credit cards, student loans, and other financial resources. More information is available at nwccu.com.
This podcast is being brought to you by WXAV 88.3 FM and WXAV.com. WXAV, bringing the best podcasts to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Perla.
And my name is Casey.
And this is the fourth episode of the College Exchange,
a podcast where Perla recommends me an anime.
And Casey recommends me a musical. And we talk about it. Today, we have a very special guest with us today, who is both a fanatic of both anime and musical, Danny!
Hello, thank you for having me.
Of course, Danny.
Of course.
Tell the people about yourself.
So, my name's Danny. I just graduated from St. Xavier, but I work at the Xavierite with them. And yeah, I'm a big fan of anime, pretty big fan of musicals, not as into that as anime, but I know Hamilton, so...
He's familiar with it.
Yes. And give a shout out to your other podcast.
Oh, yeah. I also have a podcast of my own called No Justice, No One Piece. Perla is the co-host on that with me.
I am.
And it just discusses the anime and manga One Piece and the political themes in it, how that connects to our show, or our real world, and yeah.
Yes, everybody go listen to it. And so for today's episode, the theme is history.
The anime that I chose for Casey today is Attack on Titan.
And the musical that I chose for Perla is Hamilton.
Let's exchange.
So I feel like typically with the episodes, we talk about the anime first. So shall we discuss Attack on Titan?
Attack on Titan, man. What a banger.
What a show.
No,
what a show. So Casey, you only watched season 1 because, yeah, Attack on Titan is one of the longer animes that I have recommended you. I've usually recommended you movies. Oh my god, wait, I think you've only watched 2 animes so far.
Have I?
Because the first was Kiki's Delivery Service, our second was The Muppets, and then our third was Yuri on Ice. So this is only the 3rd anime that you've watched so far.
Wow, that's crazy.
We gotta change that.
I know. We will be changing that.
We will be changing that, but
nevertheless.
Attack on Titan was one of the longer ones, but it's also one of the more mainstream, more popular animes that I've recommended you, and wow.
Yeah, wow is it indeed. So I watched the first season in its entirety, and then I watched like summary videos of the rest of them, but I still have a pretty good gist of what the show is about, even though I haven't watched any of the other seasons fully.
Yes.
But, oh my gosh, it's
insane.
I'm speechless right now.
It's literally insane cuckoo bananas.
It is cuckoo bananas crazy.
It's such a good show, but yeah, very absurd.
It's so good and it's so insane. One of my notes is every single Titan makes me uncomfy.
Yeah.
They do such a good job. I feel like what makes them so uncomfortable is both the face and their body. The fact that, like, yeah, they have no, like, reproductive part, and the fact that, like, even though, like, they like I said, even though they have no reproductive parts and they're not technically male or female, unless we're talking about Annie, it's just so uncomfortable to watch them, especially like when they're running. I'm like, ugh.
Ew,
They run so weird.
They run so weird and they make me so freaking uncomfortable. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, a lot of them are really ugly.
They're so
some of them are like so short and they have like huge heads. It's so crazy.
And I like that it really makes you question like the origins of them right off the bat, because they all look very humanoid, so you're like, there's got to be something up with this.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way they just appeared one day.
God, and they're just so freaky looking. And I was gonna say, so the first 3 seasons are animated by Wit, and then I believe the 4th season and so on is animated by Mappa. But everyone always talks about how like they're so happy that like Mappa took on like Attack on Titan, and I'm like, I feel like Wit did a really good job, because I feel like Attack on Titan is very gritty and very ugly. And I feel like Wit does such a good job with that, because I feel like the way Mappa does it, they kind of make everyone look the same. Whereas I feel like Wit kind of like gave them like grittiness. And I'm like, ooh, like, I don't know. There's just something about the way Wit animates Attack on Titan versus Attack on Titan before. I can't talk. There's something about the way Wit animates Attack on Titan versus Mappa, because I feel like Mappa is like a very like mainstream popular animation studio, and then like Wit, I don't want to say like they're an underdog studio, but like you know what I mean. But
just compared to Mappa.
Yeah, compared to Mappa, it's like apples and oranges. But oh god, I love those first 3 seasons. So good. That 4th season is crazy.
It really is. It's such a shift.
It's such a shift in tones and stories and stuff. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, by the time I got to that, I was like, I don't even know what the show is about anymore.
Yeah, like it's a complete swap from the beginning.
Yeah. The 4th, and Danny was just saying this too, the 4th season, honestly, there's so many political themes that we can touch on. Also, throughout the whole other 3 seasons, there's so many political topics that we can touch on.
Like, I mean, just them being in walls. Like, for at the beginning, at least, all we know is that this is what's left of humanity, and they're trapped inside of these walls. And so it's like, how do they get to that point? How do they decide all that? And it's just a huge mystery until then you learn a bit later on everything that goes with it.
Yeah, there's just so much to it. The world building is kind of crazy too, which also did kind of confuse me a little bit, because in the beginning of the season, in the first season, they talk about how Mikasa's half Asian, and I'm like, well, where are they in the world? Like, I was a little bit confused. But I think, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I think people think, or not think, I think people say that, like, technically, like, where they are, it's Germany or somewhere around there. And then, because you can tell a lot by, like, their names and their features and, like, the architecture. That's what people, or that's what leads people to think that they're from Germany or, like, somewhere in Europe, which makes sense. Also, I feel like this is the first anime I've seen where, like, they technically don't have, like, traditional, like, Japanese names and stuff like that, which was also kind of a shift in a lot of the anime I watch. Because usually in the anime I watch, everyone kind of, like, I don't want to say looks the same, but, you know, everyone kind of, like, has that formula feature of, like, anime characters, which I'm, like, kind of used to. So, like, kind of seeing everybody with, like, different nose features and, like, different hairs that wasn't, like, you know, pink hair, blue hair, green hair, and stuff like that. And, like, where everybody was, like, dramatically, like, acting out, like, when they were mad or angry, like, in a very cartoonish way. So this was definitely also a tone shift in the anime I watch generally. Like, this was such a complete difference, like, such a complete jump from what I watched, because I would be, like, watching, like, One Piece, or I'll be, like, watching, like, You and I Are Polar Opposites, and then I would jump on Attack on Titan, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, the shift is crazy.
So when I was watching the first season, I was like, first of all, so much is going on, so much is happening so quickly, but also I felt like I was watching that for, like, months. I was like, oh my god, this is, like, going on forever. But I just kept thinking, how is this going to turn into 4 whole seasons? But so much keeps happening constantly. But another thing that I always kept wondering, how are there still so many people alive? It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
I was going to tell Danny, I was going to put under your thing, don't hold your breath.
Yeah. That changes later on.
In the words of my nephew, who, shout out my nephew and my sister, who are huge Attack on Titan fans, in the words of my nephew, when somebody starts acting happy, about 9 people are going to die. If somebody's experiencing joy and whimsy, don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
Don't expect that to be the tone for the rest of anything.
So I could talk most about season 1 because I watched it in its entirety. First thing I wanted to mention, Eren as a Titan. That was like cuckoo bananas for me.
Yeah.
Because when this Titan came out, everyone was like, oh my god, who is that? And I was like, chat, that so clearly looks like Eren. Come on.
Yeah.
You're like, guys, come on.
Yeah. But that moment when he, like, emerged out of the Titan carcass, he was like, yeah.
He was
he was like,
I'm like, oh my god, he's
like
so
dead.
beautiful. They animated the hell out of those lashes.
The lashes.
They took Megumi's lashes and they put them on him.
The moment where he is eaten, though, by that Titan, like, before you know that he is, it's just kind of like, is the show over? Like, he's the main character, right?
Oh my gosh. I was, like, writing different notes, as I was watching everything. And because obviously at first we think that Armin is going to be eaten. And then I was like, WTF, Armin! And then I go, OMG, Eren is dead.
God, I was telling Danny this earlier too. So before I had even watched Attack on Titan, like I said before, my sister and my nephew are huge Attack on Titan fans. And around the time the movie was coming out, so it was releasing in theaters. like the final movie of like everything going down. So my sister and my nephew were gonna go see it, and I kind of got FOMO, and I was like, well, I want to go too. I was like, who doesn't love a good popcorn and cherry soda? So I went, and I'm like watching this movie. Obviously, I don't know who anybody is. I'm just there for the experience. I'm there for fun. So then now that I'm watching the series, I'm like, you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
Oh my God.
You're a Titan. You're a Titan. You end up having some like cool power up in the end. So it's like, I feel like I didn't get to experience the like twists and turns.
Yeah.
So like as soon as I saw Eren get eaten, I was like, oh, that's how you turn into a Titan.
Yeah. That was so crazy.
I know. And when you were like, everybody was like, who is that? I was like, guys, come on.
And then with Annie, with everyone's like, OMG, a female Titan. I'm not going to lie. I had a suspicion it was Annie because, again, it looks like her.
Yeah.
And she was always just like annoying.
Yeah.
And I didn't like her from the beginning. But also, I did Google it because I was like, I do need to confirm this. But I hate her.
Yeah, she does kind of get redeemed though in the end.
Does, yeah,
Wait,
she
what?
does have
Yeah.
somewhat of a redemption arc.
Yeah, her and Armin get together because Armin has a little crush on her because they're on a boat. When they're traveling to go. Spoilers: Eren dies in the end. So when they're gonna go kill Eren, which by the way we also will tell you how that unveils.
Okay, please.
But so when they're going to get Eren, Annie gets released from her hardening shell type thing. And it's her and Armin. They're sitting on the little boat. They're talking, and Armin reveals that he used to go visit Annie all the time when she was in her little chrysalis thing. And then she's about to like get up because she's like blushing, and then he like grabs her hand and he's like telling her like, yeah,
Oh my God!
No, also in that moment, wasn't Annie like, I could see all that and hear all that too. Like I was conscious.
That's
You
crazy.
just didn't know.
You just didn't know.
You just didn't know. He's spilling his heart and guts out, and she's like, yeah, I saw.
So that's definitely like what catapulted some of her like redemption arc,
Mhm.
like realizing like, oh, Armin actually cares for me, and like I have people outside of her home who care for her.
That's
Even
crazy.
her home
Yeah.
doesn't care for her, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I have in my notes. I have Armin Arlet, my son.
Yeah.
I love him so much. He's just so like, he's just so cute, and I love him. And I'm like, dude, you have this whole world thrown to you, and you're just nothing but brave. And I don't even blame you when he does get scared. And I'm like, but he always locks the hell in afterwards too. He always just locks in. God, I love
Always.
him. Oh my God. And then I also have Levi Ackerman, my love.
Oh my God.
Levi! I love him so much. For those who can't see, I am wearing a Levi Ackerman shirt right now, and it's covered in hearts because I love Levi. I love him so much. Not only that, he's so cool.
He is.
He's so cool, and he's also just that guy.
He
He
so
just
that
gets
guy.
stuff done, man. Don't be putting Levi on the front lines because it's gonna be over.
he's a 5'4" man killing these titans like it's nothing.
God, short kings, man, short kings.
Like
Go off,
Zeke,
King.
the fear Zeke has in him of Levi,
Mhm.
like a dude who can turn into a titan being scared of just a guy.
Just the guy.
And it's understandable.
Oh yeah, After
Totally.
He's seen what he's done when he was throwing those rocks. Levi comes up behind him and like takes out every other titan that's there,
Oh my
and so it's
God.
just a 1v1, and then he like pretty much almost kills the man,
Yeah.
and so that's what started the PTSD for him.
Oh my
Among
God.
other
Of
things.
this 5'4" emo man.
He's
God, I
what
love
a man.
Levi.
What a man.
What a guy. What's that one Rihanna song that everyone uses, but it's actually about domestic abuse? It's like, oh man.
Oh my God.
God.
Yes.
Oh, another great scene with him is when he's being chased by Kenny and his squad,
Yes.
like throughout the city. Oh, that's just so great.
Oh
And 'cause
my God.
also just hits a lot because that's basically his dad who
Yeah.
like raised him and now trying to kill him. So
I know.
that'll do it.
I also still remember too when I first started watching Attack on Titan. Obviously, I know Levi Ackerman by name, but then when they said Mikasa Ackerman, I was like, wait a minute.
Please explain more.
Okay.
Because I didn't know his last name.
Okay, so his full name, Levi Ackerman,
Mhm.
and then Mikasa's last name is also Ackerman.
Yes.
So in the second season, we're introduced to this character named Kenny,
Mm-hmm.
and Kenny is revealed to be like the person who kind of like raised Levi.
Mm-hmm.
And then he reveals to Mikasa later on that he's actually Mikasa's uncle, too. And because they're like under this like brainwashing thing from like the previous king before who like brainwashed the whole kingdom. But Mikasa's family, the Ackermans, are kind of the only ones who are like resistant against it. So then later in Kenny's last dying breaths, he also reveals that he's Levi's uncle.
That's crazy.
I asked my nephew, I was like, so how? I was like, are Mikasa and Levi related? He's like, and I think he wasn't trying to like say anything because he didn't want to like, what's the word? He didn't want to like spoil anything for me because what is it? My sister has a strict rule with him that he's not allowed to spoil anime anymore for me, or else she's gonna stop taking him to movies instead because he spoiled Demon Slayer for me. Yeah, so I'm excited for that one.
The Ackerman, just all of them, it's also just so confusing. Like,
I know
how all of that works.
I'm not gonna lie, I did have to ask my sister. I'm like, explain this to me.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm still very confused.
I just searched it up to get a little like recap on it, and I still.
I'm like, I think the way my nephew kind of explained it to me later on, he was like, you know how Megami and Maki are like related? I'm like, they are? That's from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. He's like, because they're like a clan type family. So he's like, you know how they're related? He's like, that's how Mikasa and Levi are. And I was like, oh, okay. Then my sister was like, no. So I actually don't know who to believe. I could be being fed, misinformation, and I wouldn't know.
I just got reminded of something with like Mikasa and Erin's backstory of her getting taken by the robbers and all that, and then like how it's revealed later, like the relation it has to her family and all that. I don't know if I want to spoil all this for you, but
Please do.
Okay, so the whole thing with the Ackermans is that they were experimented on back in the day with the power of Titans, and they kind of gained the power of Titans in some way, but as humans. But they could only be like controlled by a certain, I forget if it was just the either actual people who could turn into Titans or like just the head family or whatever. But it allows them to like get the combined like battle experience and history that all the other Ackermans had, similar to how Erin's power works. Which I don't even know if you know about that either.
Probably not.
But when Mikasa ends up killing the three robbers, that's because Eren told her to fight, and it's like his words have a command on her that forced that open in her mind that gave her all like the strength to do so. Which like they reveal that so much later on and like so much stuff.
Well, we kind of get a hint at it at season 2. The end of season 2, when they're saving Eren and Historia, who you know as Krista.
I know about Historia.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so Historia, it's revealed that when Eren and Historia are getting saved, Eren and Mikasa are like kind of sitting in the field and there's like a bunch of Titans coming at them. Eren kind of like rages and he's like, "Rah!" And he's like punching the hell out of all of them. And they're all just kind of like, and that's when everyone notices, like, oh my God, wait, they kind of like, I was like, why did it look like they were listening to him? So it's kind of hinted at that too in like season 2 and stuff like that. And obviously they go more in depth with it.
Interesting.
Yes.
No, yeah, like there's so many like more behind the scenes stuff that you wouldn't even consider.
God, it's so much though.
There's so much lore.
There is so much lore.
I'll definitely watch all of it after this, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, like, I don't want to spoil too much, but like...
Oh yeah, you can spoil it. It's fine. I'll still watch it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because I feel like there's a difference between watching it or like hearing it and then watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you get it explained to you, it's like, oh, okay. But then when you're watching it, you're like,
yeah.
Because then you start putting the pieces together yourself too. You're like, oh my God, wait, you're like that one thing with that other thing.
Also, like, why is everyone a Titan? How is everyone like a Titan? When I got to that point, I was like, what's going on here, guys?
You're like, everybody, come on. It's giving, I think we all sing.
I think we all sing.
I think we're all Titans.
If you wanted the actual explanation, it's pretty morbid.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah. As to how the Titans came to be and all that. You remember, Perla.
Yep. Like, it's basically like, God, okay. I think it goes back to like all the way to like the first king and how his children had to eat their mom because she had inherited the Titans. Because it also goes into like Historia's family and Eren's dad and how Eren's dad turned him into a Titan. Because you know how like they make a whole thing about like, oh, what's in the basement and stuff like that. It's kind of like records and books about all of that. And the Beast Titan ends up being like part of Eren's family too. Yeah. And it's just, oh my God, there's so much. And then like, there's with the first king with Historia's family, with Eren's family. And just like, like a whole bunch of like experiments, people eating other people.
This is crazy.
It's absurd.
It is absurd because I'm low-key kind of like forgetting, but I'm also kind of like remembering because there's like certain like parts I vividly remember. Like the whole thing with Historia's family, I remember because that's like Rod Rice did that like to his family because he's the one who fought Aaron's dad. Aaron's dad was the one who massacred his family. And then Historia was supposed to become a Titan, but then Historia couldn't become a Titan because she got pregnant. And then it was like risky for her to do anything because like she could have died or her baby could have died. And they did it because she was going to become the Beast Titan because they wanted her to have that power instead of Zeke. And it was just, there's just so much to it.
The fact that was all planned by Aaron.
Mm-hmm. God, okay, we should stop like looking. Okay. So Aaron dies in the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do tell more.
Okay, so I'm going to try, because like I said, season 4 is where it all freaking goes down. Seasons 1 through 3 is kind of like, it's all within the walls and stuff like that. So like that's where it all happens. Season 4, we start going beyond the walls and we start, like Danny said, we start getting more political because we start like, it's almost like, I don't know if this is the right comparison, but almost like the United Nations where like they all get together and they all start talking about what are they going to do with the Titans, if they're going to use them as weapons and stuff like that. And in this case, Aaron kind of grows tired of all of that. And it's revealed that everyone actually outside of the walls hates everybody inside of the walls. So Aaron decides that he's just going to wipe out everybody. Aaron's basically his whole plan. The founding Titan gives him her power, which essentially turns him into this like huge ribcage snake-like monster. And he starts this thing called the rumbling, where you know how it's revealed at the end of season 1 that there's Titans in the walls?
Yes.
He basically brings down all of those walls and those Titans rise. And they start this thing called the rumbling, where they're basically going to wipe out the entire Earth to like basically fit almost Aaron's narrative of like a perfect world because they all hate his people, like the people inside the walls. And that's what basically the movie's about. It's about everybody. So Armin, Mikasa, Hanji, Connie, all of them getting together because they have to kill Aaron.
Yeah.
And there's this like little world. It's like a little psychic world too, where, oh my God, I'm trying to remember what it is like specifically or how to explain it.
Yeah, it's like a subconscious where the Titan users are connected and they're all connected to the first Titan user, like the girl who got the parasite and turned into it. But it's just kind of a place where they, like an astral plane like place where they can come to like just talk in each other's minds or whatnot. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. So before they go to try to stop Aaron, that's their initial plan. They're going to stop him. He brings them there. And obviously they're like, where is this place? And we see that Aaron's actually crying. And he says that he actually feels bad that he's killing all these people. But he still feels like it's the right thing to do. And he tells them, he's like, if you want to stop me, you have to kill me. So yeah, basically the whole entire movie is them having to kill Aaron and them having to defeat him. And oh God, that ending is so
bad.
It's so sad.
It's crushing.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
I know, that ending is just so, oh my God. I told Danny too, I was like, I hadn't even watched Attack on Titan, but I was watching that ending and I was like, oh my God. I was like, why is this so sad? And then my sister showed me an edit later on and I was like,
No, yeah, I read the final chapter like the day it came out because I had caught up in the anime and started reading the manga and then caught up in that. And so I caught up with probably like 10 chapters or so left. And I was, having to wait each week for that. And then,
God, there's nothing more agonizing than having to wait weekly.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting in my seat foaming at the mouth like, God. Okay, actually, thoughts on Aaron and Mikasa?
So I wrote a note here that I hope they remain like friends. I did not want them to like fall in love or anything. I don't even know if they do at this point because it was never mentioned in the summary videos that I watched. So
yeah,
what happens with them?
That's kind of the D plot.
What happens with them?
So it's kind of like set up throughout the whole series that like Aaron and Mikasa are gonna be like a thing and stuff like that. And it is, although we do rarely see it though, because that's kind of like that's the least of our problems in this world.
Yeah.
But it is very much hinted like, hey, Aaron and Mikasa, because people are constantly being like, oh, Mikasa, we have to go save your boyfriend, or like, like, I wonder why Mikasa cares so much about Aaron.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
I get that they love each other, of course. Like, how could you not with what they've been through? But I wanted that love to stay where it was and not develop into a relationship kind of love.
Well, it doesn't. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also think, because, like, with the whole Ackerman thing, you could kind of argue Aaron is manipulating her the entire time to be his.
Yeah.
True.
And it's not really her choice. So there's that aspect of it too.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Holy
Because
crap.
it's not her choice. Whatever he says is basically law because the way her
Her
clan
brain
exists. Yeah.
The way
That's crazy. Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Danny, you genius.
Your mind is so
I've
beautiful.
I've watched plenty of lore videos. This is not an original thought.
God, I'm gonna tell
stolen
that to my sister and just ruin her day.
Oh
She
my
loves
gosh.
them. She loves them together, and she's always showing me like tragedy videos of them.
Mhm.
God, like I saw an edit of them to Joji's "Past Won't Leave My Bed," and I'm not gonna lie, when I went to go see Joji in concert, in my head I'm like, no one here knows that I'm thinking about Aaron and Mikasa.
That's so funny. I love it.
Do one of those videos where they like hold up the edit while the song's playing
Yes.
live.
Yeah, I was like, that's gonna be me. Because I was like, no one here knows that I'm thinking about them. And then I forgot what other song it was, but I leaned over to my sister and I go, "My dearest Historia," and she's like, "Get away from me!" Because I forgot what other song. There's another. It's "Glimpse of Us," "Glimpse of Us" by Joji, where someone makes an edit, and I leaned over to her and I go, "My dearest Historia," and she was like, "Literally, get away from me."
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start making edits. After I fully watch Attack on Titan, I will be making those edits.
Send those my way.
I will.
I am gonna show this to my sister and be like, "What do you think about this edit?" She's gonna be like, "I hate it."
I hate it.
Oh, I didn't like it either. Throw this phone away. God. Okay. Also, in my notes, can we take a minute to talk about Commander Irwin?
Yeah.
Commander Irwin is that guy. And at the end of season 3, when they're all debating about who has to get the Titan serum, which does end up going to Armin,
Yes,
spoiler.
yes.
But oh my God, Irwin, you could have done so much more if you only
for
had
real.
time.
It would have been Marley would not have stood a chance if he was the one with it.
I even have I have under that too. I said advance, god damn it. When they're like, Commander Irwin. That was also one of the lines I heard a lot before watching Attack on Titan. And I was like, okay, so I will be loving Commander Irwin.
Mhm.
I was like, that will also be my guy.
Because while I love Armin to death, I love that man. Yeah, maybe perhaps it should
Perchance it should have gone.
Maybe not gone to him, just perhaps.
Yeah. Like I know in the plot, obviously, it's gonna
Mhm.
be Armin, and like in the grand scheme of things, it does
Yeah.
technically work out, but if you're looking just in the moment who's gonna like be the most dedicated to Eren, I guess,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Erwin.
Yeah.
And he's gonna like that would be absurd.
Because the main cast has plot armor.
Yeah.
I mean, minus Aaron, but oh my God. And then I also have in my notes, I can't look at the sea I can't look at the sea the same anymore.
Yeah.
God, that's also just such a powerful moment because it's so true. Where he points at the sea and he's like, over there, beyond there is freedom. And I'm like, oh.
It's also so wild just knowing later what comes and what is beyond that point.
Yeah, what is
which
beyond there?
technically isn't freedom, but also is freedom
Yeah.
because at that point he knows
Mm-hmm.
like he's already had the awakening and whatnot.
It's
so he
almost
knows.
like, I don't know if this is the right word to use ignorant bliss. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's kind of like, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like patting him on the head. It's like, yeah, buddy, there is
Yeah.
freedom over there. Which,
No, that's the other thing though, because he knows what's over there.
yeah.
He already has the memories and whatnot. So he knows what he's gonna do.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, because like after the one point is when everything similar like Mikasa when she was a child. But
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Those first 3 seasons I sped run because I
Oh,
was like,
it's just such a confusing show.
it is. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like the first 2 seasons I felt like to me were a little bit confusing because especially with the second season, I'm not gonna lie. The second season is like 12 episodes. I'm like, why do I feel like this has been going on forever? Because I feel like with the first season, they're constantly like changing plans and stuff like that. Like they're constantly like, okay, Aaron's gonna do this and then do this, and they're like, actually, never mind, Aaron's gonna do this, and
Yeah.
then this is gonna happen. And then I feel like the second season, which is literally just like save Aaron and Historia, I feel like that plot goes on for so long.
Yeah.
And then season 3 is also kind of like, oh my God, like what is happening?
And
Because
that's
then
just so confusing
Yeah.
with the next season.
because we have them trying to take back Wall Maria, which is what they've been trying to do since
They've
season 1.
literally been
For
trying to
real.
do
They've
that.
been trying to take back Wall Maria since season 1. We have the frickin' we have the Beast Titan now.
Mhm.
We have frickin' Rod Rice, which I thought that was gonna be a way bigger plot point
Yeah.
with Rod. And I was like, oh my God, I was like, dude, this guy's huge. Like, there's no way that like they're gonna defeat him, and then they defeat him in like a minute. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I also
But-
just like that whole family because like kind of introducing them as like the shadow leaders of the whole island who like control everything, but you really didn't know about them.
Mm-hmm.
And they have such a history just for it all to come crashing down.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was an absurd character, and his Titan form was also absurd.
I know. I was like, oh my God. There's some Titan characters that I'm like, how does the anatomy work? I'm like, how does this work?
Yeah.
I guess we just can't think about it too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very confusing, and I'm not gonna lie, there are some parts where I'm still like, ooh, what are we gonna do about that?
No, yeah, the jump from season 3 to season 4 is just
that's
what?
yeah, no, I literally straight up said it. I was like, season 4 had me confused the whole time. I genuinely was a little bit like, I was like, why are we sitting in a United Nations? I was promised to be. I was like, when does Eren turn into that thing?
I feel like you could compare it to like Jujutsu Kaisen in some ways with just how like in-depth the abilities are in that show and how it makes like no sense and how does anyone think of this?
That's
just
exactly
the
what it is. I will shamelessly say that I am still so confused with curse techniques on Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh my God, yeah.
The only one I kind of get is Chozo's, but even then I'm like, hold on. I'm like, I know he can do the thing with the other thing. And that thing, don't even get me started on Gojo's. And then with the freaking reverse technique, I'm like, get me out of here. And then again, the only one I kind of understand is Megumi's, but even then, I'm like, dude, gun to my head, don't ask me anything. I'm blanking.
No, for real.
And then again, I was gonna say the only one I kind of understand, but no, I have a vague understanding of everyone's curse technique. Just don't ask me to like in depth explain it because I will not be able to. And same with Attack on Titan. Don't ask me about that because I will blank on you.
For real.
I'm like, let me refer to my notes here, looking through the manga. Give me a second.
One other thing, I just want to bring this up. Did you see, you did see this, I believe, the Reiner and Barrett Holt revealing themselves?
Yes! Oh my gosh.
Just so casually like, oh yeah, I'm the armor and he's the colossal. That was us.
Yeah, I'm the armor titan and he's the colossal titan.
It's like, ugh, when I get my hands on you!
Reiner also kind of redeems himself in the end.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He does.
He's the one.
He just becomes depressed also.
Oh my god. I've had enough of him.
Also, in the manga, it's really funny for when they reveal it because it's like even more so in the background. Like it's focusing on Hanj and Erwin talking at the front, and then it just in the background you see like two little speech bubbles where it's like 5 years ago we destroyed the walls and are trying to kill all mankind. And it's like, what?
Just casual.
And then you see Mikasa just kind of like,
oh my
what
god!
did you say?
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
That's actually insane.
Yeah,
though.
I honestly thought I was going crazy with that.
For real.
I was like, because I had to rewind because I was like, wait a minute. I was like, who is saying this? I was like, who's like saying who? Because it's like off screen. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, wait, who's saying what right now? I'm like, who's talking?
That's one of those moments too. I feel like so many people definitely missed because they just like weren't paying attention for that second, and then everything starts like breaking off, and they're like, whoa.
Yeah. Wait, what happened?
God, that was absurd.
That was honestly insane. I was like, I literally was like so confused. I was like, what? Like, I just couldn't put it into words. I was like, what's happening right now?
Mikasa was ready though.
She was ready, bro. She stays ready.
She stays ready.
She's so cool. She stays ready to fight anybody and everybody. God. And then one of my points too, I say, oh, Eren Yeager, they can never make me form a solid opinion on you.
For real.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, you're 19 years old, man. At the end of the day, you're 19 years old and you have a world that's against you. What do you do, man? I also would turn against the world, especially if I found out that everyone hated me. If 19-year-old me found out that the world hated me and I had the ability to wipe everybody out, you don't think I would do that?
Yeah.
That's valid.
That is fair.
Like, God, that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, they can never make me form a solid opinion on you.
Mm-mm. Should we take the quiz?
Should we start? Okay, should we take this dark tonal shift to something else? This part of the segment, we will be doing an Attack on Titan quiz. Which character are we? First question. First, pick your favorite color. Blue/gray.
I'm going to pick red/maroon.
I did blue/gray.
If you were transported to the Attack on Titan world, what would you be? A scouting legion, a military police, or a stationary guard?
I think I'd be a stationary guard.
Me too.
Scouts do too much. Like I would be definitely afraid of Titans, and no military police because we're no.
I
They're the
did
ops.
Scouting Legion because I think that would be fun. It'd be like
You would
Spider-Man.
so be a scout.
I just want the cape. Can I? Can I just have the cloak?
No, honestly, if I just get the gas
Oh, the
things,
gears?
I just
Oh my
want to be
gosh, yeah.
Spider-Man.
That does seem pretty fun.
Yeah, just let me fly around the city with that. Not worry about the
Literally,
Titans.
I'm like, oh, I'm late to work. Not
Yeah.
anymore.
For real.
Not anymore.
Okay, pick a horse. We have a white horse, a gray horse, and a brown horse.
I did the gray one.
I'm gonna pick the brown horse because it looks like Spirit.
I'm gonna pick the white horse.
What is your Hogwarts house? Am I taking the wrong quiz here? I'm a Hufflepuff.
I'm a Ravenclaw.
I'm a Gryffindor.
You are a Gryffindor, and you are a Ravenclaw.
If one of your crewmates was about to get eaten, what would you do? Keep moving forward. I'd do everything I could to help them, and I would create a strategical plan that would be best for me.
Here's the thing. I think I would want to help them, but fear would get the best of me.
Yeah.
Fear would definitely get the best of me, especially if those things are already terrifying far away. I can't imagine what they look like up close.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fair.
like I'm like, dude, that is terrifying. I don't want to be near that thing.
Mm-mm.
I think I would say I would create a strategical plan that would be best for me.
I'd pick that too.
Yeah.
Pick an outfit. Okay, all of these are ugly.
Yeah,
Something
something
else.
else.
Something else.
It's like when you're on Wattpad reading.
Oh my god.
And they're like, this is what you're wearing to the party. And it's like, who is wearing
It's like,
that?
no.
Not me.
Pick your spirit animal. You got a bird, a horse, and a rabbit.
I'm going to do a rabbit.
I was gonna pick rabbit.
I'm gonna do bird.
I am... Wait,
What'd you
okay,
get?
okay, who are you?
I'm Mikasa.
Who are you?
I'm Aaron.
I'm Aaron too.
Ah!
It says you are most like Aaron Yeager. You tend to be an independent person who strides by themselves and may think people are a burden. Don't worry though, because you have a soft spot somewhere in your heart.
Oh my gosh.
And then what does yours say?
Mine says you are a very protective person who is likely an ambivert. You show your true side to the people you love and your hardened side to strangers. Even though you are a bit overprotective, you are still an amazing person overall.
Danny's, what does yours say for Aaron? Doesn't it say the same
Yeah,
thing?
it said the same thing as yours.
Wow. I thought it was Armin, bro. I was gonna be
I
like,
really
we're
thought
a
you were gonna
trio.
get Armin. Wait, that would have been so cool.
I know, we
I
were
would've.
all. Oh my god. So does that mean we get to talk about Hamilton?
Yay!
So you are both the Hamilton experts. I will now hand it over to you guys.
Yes, I would say Hamilton is probably my second favorite musical aside from Rocky Horror. Hamilton is just so good. It was my quarantine obsession. I watched it, I don't even know how many times.
That's real.
To prepare, I listened to the soundtrack coming over here, screaming the lyrics.
I don't really
So
remember
good.
when I first started, but I know my brother got into it from like one of his girlfriends was a big theater kid, and I just kind of subsequently got into it from that. And my brother saw Hamilton one time, which was really cool. Not the official; it was like after the
Yeah.
original cast had left, but still very cool. And he loved that, but probably a bit before COVID, I'd say,
Mhm.
is when I first like got introduced to them. And at first, it was kind of like I'm not too big into musicals. It could be corny, but as I kept listening to it, I definitely
Yeah.
got more into it.
Perla,
Mr.
what did you think?
I've only heard the legends and tales of Hamilton. Hamilton's always been that thing where it's like, I know people are obsessed with it. And I kind of was like, yeah, American history is pretty cool sometimes. But this is completely different.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that Danny DeVito meme where he's crying and he's like, oh my God, I get it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's how I feel because it's like I could totally see why everybody is obsessed with this. First of all, yeah, casting is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
First thought though, all the women dressing up as Lin-Manuel Miranda
Oh
as
my gosh,
Hamilton
yes.
for the Alexander come back to sleep.
That is so funny.
That is so God. My favorite one will forever My favorite one of those will be when a girl, she wasn't even okay, first of all, I love how everyone has colonial outfits though.
Yeah, where do they get these? And where can I buy one?
My favorite one is where this girl, she isn't even wearing a colonial outfit. She just has like a napkin tucked in her thing,
Oh my
like a
God.
tissue. And she's like pumping lotion to her hand. And then it's like Alexander come
Oh
back.
my
And
God.
she swats the lotion bottle away. She wipes the lotion on her napkin and she starts like writing.
Oh my gosh.
It's so funny. I need to find it for you guys afterwards. It's like, oh my God. Those literally kept me like afloat, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should be watching Hamilton. But yes, first thought was definitely all the ladies dressing up as not even Hamilton, Lin-Manuel dressed as Hamilton.
Yes.
Because everyone always drew the mustache
yes.
that Lin-Manuel Miranda has. No one even did like actual Hamilton.
My second point here, Lin-Manuel Miranda, you genius.
Literally.
You lyrical genius.
I'm like,
No,
you mean
for
the guy
real.
from Sesame Street made this?
I don't know if you've ever seen the video of him like proposing the idea kinda at the White House.
yeah.
But yeah, so he's at the White House. He got invited to sing something. It was him and just like a pianist, and they played the first song, Alexander Hamilton, and pretty much everyone there, like Obama was there, or whatnot, and they were all just like, "Okay, this is kind of a joke. You're not going to make a hip hop musical about Alexander Hamilton." And then at the end of Obama's 2 terms, he performed one last time there after like Hamilton had blown up and all that, and that was just really cool to see. But I could see how like the kind of stigma surrounding it beforehand could steer you away at some points, but I think it's really good and just a funny topic.
I was gonna say, was low-key expecting there to be a pause between every song, but I can roll with this because most musicals I have seen, it's almost like like a play with music where there's like it's like like the beginning or like. It's like, like a little bit of beginning and then boom, opening song. And then, a little bit of plot and then boom, song. And then kind of like so on and so forth. We're like almost like they're singing like every 10, 15 minutes. So that's what I was kind of expecting. So like when there wasn't like a beat, I was like, oh, okay. I kind of like sat up. I was like, okay, I gotta like, oof. I was like, I've never seen like a musical like this. I was like, the ones I've always seen, like there's like a beat and like a pause.
I never really thought about that, but you're so right.
Yeah.
Oh my
there's
gosh.
like no pauses between any of the songs. I was like low-key like being like, okay, we're gonna get some American history in here. I was like, dramatic reenactments. But it was all like songs, and I was kind of like, oh, interesting. I was like, I guess this is what people think about when they think musicals.
Yeah, I wish that I had watched Hamilton before I took my 7th grade constitution test. I barely even passed that.
I literally have a note that says, I wish this love romance scandal was included when I was in 8th grade learning about the Constitution. I'm like, where was this? I'm like, I so would have aced all those quizzes.
Yes. Who is your favorite person, would you say?
Me? I love Lafayette.
Yes.
I love Lafayette. Even when we were learning in 8th grade, I was like, Lafayette sounds kind of cool. And then every time I go to Detroit, because they're like near Canada, when I go to Detroit to visit my friends, there's like Lafayette's name is like everywhere. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, who is this Lafayette guy?
Yeah.
And then I learned in 8th grade. And then I was like, and then that's also just one of the names too that stuck with me the most during after. Because it's such a cool name. I'm like, Lafayette. Ooh.
Yeah.
So Lafayette's cool. Who else did I like? I think Lafayette was the only one I was kind of like looking for, like whenever there was a song and stuff like that.
David Diggs plays him so well too.
Yes. I love David Diggs.
So good. I love him.
Same with Thomas Jefferson, even though like he's
yes,
a bad person, but he played him so well, and I just love the cadence he has with each character.
Yes.
I was gonna say the same thing. Like Lafayette is one of my favorites, but honestly, in the musical, I also love Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one note I have in here is that Jefferson drops bars. And I specifically wrote when he says, also, cabinet battles, underrated, love cabinet battles. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprising men quote them. Don't act surprised, you guys, because I wrote them.
Oh, so good. I was also, I was like, how do I find the words for, like, what this musical sounds like? And then, Danny said it's like a hip-hop, like, drama. Because I'm like, I kind of, like, love it. Because, okay, I will admit, you guys, like I said earlier, Lin-Manuel Miranda, to me, is the guy from Sesame Street. Because on Sesame Street, they have a little segment called Murray's Little Lamb, where it's Murray. It's this like little red monster, and he has a little lamb named Ovejita, and they like go out and like do different things and adventures. But Lin-Manuel Miranda sings that song for like the little intro of that segment. Aww. So that's how I know who Lin-Manuel Miranda is. And then obviously like every time I literally mumble every time I'm saying I'm like Lin-Manuel Miranda. But also from his other works, like I know he worked on Moana, which also a really good music score. And then I think he was also worked on other things because people will be like Lin-Manuel Miranda strikes again.
Yeah.
I love that meme of him where he's like
Yes.
I love that one so much. Yeah, there's oh my god, like there's just something about it too, the way it sounds. I'm like, this is so Lin-Manuel Miranda coded.
Yes.
I can't say his name fully.
Yeah, my my brother made this comparison the other day, which is very funny because we were talking about Lin-Manuel Miranda and like the way he kind of rhymes, and because it's very clear you could tell like he has a sort of rhyme structure that he uses, and like the way he ends a lot of phrases
Yeah.
are similar throughout a lot of songs. But it's very similar to Eminem in the way he raps.
Oh my
With, like,
gosh.
how he like I don't know many off the top of my head, but just like
Mm-hmm.
using the same rhymes over and over, just
Yeah.
keep it going with like getting more intricate and intricate.
That
But you
poor
can kind of see it
Rage.
with the Jefferson bar.
Yeah, for
That-
sure.
That poor Rage was Oreen on the door hinge.
Yeah, like
Oh
that.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's almost like I think he even explained it too. Like you just gotta like stretch the words
Mhm.
and something about like enunciating like the end words so that like it kind of like you're basically mashing it yourself to like make it rhyme.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. And I don't know, man. Yeah, something about the way he like writes and his tone is like so like unique to him that
Mhm.
it's kind of like yeah, like you can recognize it everywhere. Like
Yeah.
even if like he's not the one singing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm, for sure. I was gonna say, besides Jefferson, also all of Washington's songs are so good.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
love,
I liked Washington as a character too.
yeah, and yeah, I love Right Hand Man and One Last Time is really, really good.
God, I don't know any of the titles of them because, like I said, I
Oh,
just sat
yeah.
down and watched them all.
Mhm.
So, like, I do have to look up the titles for some of them. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do love Best of Wives, Best of Women.
Oh my
I
gosh,
think
yeah.
I think about those TikToks. I love the beginning song, which I think is called Alexander Hamilton,
Yeah.
which obviously it would be.
Mhm.
That's just a really good like intro. It's just so good.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of love it.
It is really good. And then here's a Washington Jefferson combo when I think it's at one of the end of the cabinet battles where Jefferson tells Hamilton like you're nothing without Washington behind you. And then Washington's like, Hamilton, and Jefferson's like, Daddy's calling. Ooh!
That was
Got him.
crazy. I genuinely went. I was
Gasp.
like, oh
I'm pretty sure Christopher Jackson is returning for like
Yes, I heard.
to play him again. So that'll be really cool.
Yes.
Oh my god, you know what other song I really did like? This is the one that you and Nikki sang at karaoke.
Which one we sang?
I know, you guys sang a lot of Hamilton. The one where it's like a toast to the groom.
Oh, Satisfied!
Yes, that one's really good too.
Mhm.
I love how like everyone's kind of in there. Like how like almost like I also will say I love because I have one of my notes too. I said the production of this entire show is fantastic. I
Mhm.
love how they do so much with obviously very little structure.
Yeah.
Like obviously they bring in props, but just like the entire structure of like also the entire stage and how they
Mhm.
use it, I'm like, oh my god, this is like fantastic and so smart.
Yes.
I love it so much. And how they can just do so much with it and like how all the backup dancers are also all the backup
Mhm.
singers and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I love it. Ooh, I hit my mic.
Yeah.
I got
They
too
all-
excited there.
Yes, they all do a fantastic job. I love how like everybody really is involved,
Mhm.
and I don't know. I also love how people play like two different characters.
Mhm.
I do really, really like that.
Love
Who's the one that plays Hamilton's son and
I was
also
about to say
Yeah.
that.
what's his name? I think his name's Anthony Ramos or something
Oh
like
yeah, I
that.
think it's
Yeah.
Anthony Ramos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he plays
Honest.
Philip and
I was gonna say, who does he play? I
It's one
never.
of the like three guys. With
I was gonna say
Yeah.
I never caught on to what his name
not
was.
Hercules Mulligan. Not
I was kind of
Lafayette.
like, is that
Lawrence.
Yeah, John Lawrence.
John Lawrence?
I love the introduction of them as well. Like
Mhm.
with pairing that with Hamilton and Burr's interaction.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's also good. What is it? Take a Shot. I think that's the name of it.
Or
it's
My
like
Shot.
My Shot. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that one's really good too.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I just love how they immediately get into it too, like
Yeah.
through it all. Like no one, like there's no like I guess beating around the bush. It's kind of
Mhm.
like I'm gonna be this big history maker. This is how it goes down, and kind of
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Like, yeah, every time I listen to the soundtrack, I have to just listen to it from start to finish to have
Yeah.
it flow. Like I can't just shuffle. I
Yeah.
have to have it like because they
Mhm.
can just flow so well, like
Yeah.
seamlessly.
So I know we talked about it a little bit before this, but do you guys have like a favorite song?
I think the Satisfied is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that one. I can't even lie.
I'd probably say One Last Time.
Nice. I think my ones are Satisfied and then The Election of 1800.
I also like the ending song with Burr and Hamilton where he shoots him. That
Oh
was
my-
that was just really dramatic.
Oh my gosh, Perla.
I think
also,
that was
What Did I Miss is one of mine. Sorry.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh my gosh. He's like, I basically miss the late 80s. Also, I want to talk about the complexity of Angelica.
Okay, talk to me about it.
I do really like Angelica. Man, she was just looking for someone. And then Eliza was like, yep, that's my man.
I did apparently learn that in actual history, Angelica did not have a crush on Hamilton.
Really?
That
They
was
just made
not
that
a thing.
up?
They apparently just might have made that up. I don't know if that's true, though. Don't quote me. But I saw like a post about it or something, which I was like, oh.
Because like we're just going to
Wow.
go back to the 1700s and go look for ourselves, you guys.
Yeah.
We have to go confirm.
Wait, that's actually crazy if that's true.
No, for real. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
They made it up for
yeah.
dramatization. I don't know if I
Because-
said that right.
Yeah, because that was like such a big plot point, I feel. And I'm still always confused about how she was like, oh yeah, you wrote a comma in the middle of the phrase. It changed the whole meaning. Did you
Yes!
intend this?
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's crazy.
That's so real. I'm like, commas are so important.
Yes.
Because she even said it, my dearest.
Yeah, my dearest
Angelica.
Angelica.
I'm like, because it really does change the
Yeah.
difference from my dearest Angelica to my dearest Angelica.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's like, what do you mean here?
I also got to say, like, the whole situation of Angelica meeting Hamilton first and, like, clearly falling for him,
Mhm.
and then her seeing her sister fall for him and being like, well, I got to give it to my sister. Like, no,
Yeah.
you did not have to.
You did not have to.
It's like,
Come
you
on,
didn't have to
girl.
do
You were
that.
the first one. Like,
Yeah.
It's like when me and my sister would find a YouTuber and we'd be like, that's my YouTuber.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, she should have been like that. That's my man.
It's so funny.
I'm just giving you the privilege to know
Mhm.
him. I mean, but him too. I think I did have a point, but I erased it. Where I was like, justice for the Schuyler sisters. They let a man get in between them.
I mean, well, it's not like he really got in between them, but there was always that tension.
Yeah.
She'll never be satisfied.
Which, yeah, we'll never.
And then Peggy was just there.
Yeah. Peggy
we
was
never.
there.
That's the third sister, right? We
Yeah.
just never. We just never heard about her.
It's like Angelica, Eliza, and
And
Peggy.
Peggy.
and Peggy. She's just there. She's having fun.
So, question for you guys. Do you think Burr really is like the villain? Is he the enemy? do you
Well,
think?
yes. Like you didn't need to shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little. That was a little too much.
Yeah, I think shooting him was definitely extreme, but I can
Yeah.
see in his point of view, like, the
Mhm.
anger and whatnot. But
Yeah.
still.
I'm sorry. I'm just reading your notes. Yeah,
Me?
Wilson put on his glasses. Why not? Just take
Yeah.
deadly aim. But girl,
Well,
the
yes.
sun was in his eyes.
It's true because I have read that so many times. The way that he was facing like the river or something, there was like a glare or a reflection. So he put on his little glasses because like the sun and everything. But Burr, with his narcissistic self, was like, "Oh, it's because he's trying to shoot me."
Mhm.
I mean, if you're in a duel, I guess you could think that. But yeah, even Burr's like, "My colleagues will tell you I'm a terrible aim." Oh yeah, but you could shoot Hamilton.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
okay.
it? No, it wasn't that serious. What is it? And you want to know what it never was? That's serious. It was never that serious. It's like, listen, you guys just had a little rivalry. You guys just didn't like each other. Just do what girls do and just talk behind each other's back for the next 10
Yeah.
years until either of you die. You guys don't have to shoot each other.
That's just how it was back then. They were
Men
just
will shoot each
Mhm.
other rather than go to therapy.
For real. I do like how they immediately have Burr kind of like knowing this was wrong and like
Yeah,
because
I really
immediately
did like that.
immediately trying to justify himself for like all these
Mhm.
different reasons as to why he had to do it, or like I would have been killed if I didn't do it, so I
Yeah.
had to do this. But like he knows he shouldn't have done it and that he's in the wrong.
Yeah,
But,
that's why I kind of like that song. I like the intensity of it all,
Yeah.
especially
Yes.
when he's like his guns goes the sky white and then it goes silent.
Yes.
I was like,
and it's like stay alive.
Yeah.
Oh my
God,
gosh.
it's like,
yeah.
and then there's
Ugh.
just like that
It's
beat, like that
crazy.
pause of silence, and everyone's
Yeah.
kind of like,
I know. And then the
Rise
one
up,
girl's like,
rise up.
yes!
Yeah, with the
The
bullet.
bullet. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. When's it gonna get to me? Oh
And
my
then all
gosh.
the instruments there just like kind of like
yes, so good.
crescendoing nonstop.
Mhm.
Just
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
that really is like a great finale of like
Yeah.
the way to wrap up his life.
hmm Because yeah, one line that always gets to me is when Burr says, "Now I'm the villain in your history books." That's like I guess it's really trying to humanize him.
Mhm.
And when we like look at the context and everything, that's really how it was. Like they were just dueling like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like again, he says, "I had one final thought before the slaughter. I will not let this man make an orphan of my daughter." Come on, like I kind of understand that.
Yeah.
Like they were both orphans with the way that they were raised. Even though Burr is a trust fund baby, and he was chilling. Yeah, his daughter was his everything. he really thought that Hamilton, well, he was like fiddling with the trigger. He put on his glasses. So Burr was like, well, I think I'm a dead man.
Yeah.
Gotta do what I
Guess he's
gotta do.
die.
But then he's like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe the world was big enough for us.
I also like the reflection between the two and how Hamilton's lost Philip, but
Yeah.
he still has his daughter. And like how I feel like that kind of played a part in him thinking like, well, Hamilton has nothing really to live for anymore since his
Yeah.
son's dead. Like he's coming to kill me. He wants to like somewhat take revenge on me for what happened, even though it's not his fault. But that could be a way he was thinking.
Yeah. That is true. Daughters were not really seen as anything.
Yeah, literally the last point I have on here is that I love how a lot of people do make an emphasis about how the musical is called Hamilton and not Alexander Hamilton, because ultimately the story is also about Eliza, her legacy. She lived another 50 years, guys, even
Yeah.
after
That's insane.
Hamilton died.
Yeah.
With the orphanage. Oh my gosh. And then those final couple minutes. Oh my gosh. I cry every single time. Because her gasp at the end of the movie and how that could be interpreted. I've seen so many people share their opinion on it. Because I've seen a lot of people say it is like a manifestation of Eliza seeing the audience through like Philippa Sue's character of Eliza, seeing the audience, seeing everybody who is still like following their legacy and their story. And it's like Eliza is realizing her impact aside from just who her husband was, kind of. Does that make sense?
Pretty sure she also had something like played a part in the Washington Monument getting built, which that's pretty major. Also.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I only went to Washington, D.C. once. Great trip, kind of.
Never been.
I've never been either.
It's cool. You know, the history is there. I didn't like the person who's currently in office because he was there. He unfortunately was president when I went. So, you know, a lot of red hats. Kind of ruined the moment for me.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll wait till someone else is in office.
Yeah.
I would too, because like it's fun. It's so much fun because there's so much history there.
Oh, yeah.
I stood where Martin Luther King stood. They have a little plaque, and they're like, Martin Luther King stood here during his "I Have a Dream" speech. And I have a picture. I'm not friends with the person anymore, and like kind of hate each other. But I had somebody take all pictures of me when I was at Washington D.C. on their phone, and I have a picture where like it's my feet, and like I'm like standing there. And yeah, like the Washington Monument is so tall and so cool. Since I went, that reflecting pool was nasty as hell. So clearly they don't take care of it since then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much history there, and it's so cool. And like, oh my God, the Lincoln Memorial is huge. Like there's just so much there. But yeah, I would go when someone else is in office. Because I'm sure they also have a bunch of stuff about like Hamilton, like everything there. Like I don't doubt it at all. Without further ado, which Hamilton character are you?
Yay!
Ooh, okay. These questions are low-key more interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is your right-hand man?
I put my sibling.
I'm going to put my best friend.
I'm going to put my dad.
Next is pick a Hamilton song.
Satisfied.
I did one last time.
Yeah, I'm thinking Satisfied.
Okay. It must be nice. It must be nice to have.
That's good. That's a good one.
I don't know.
A lot of this would be nice to have.
Yeah, I kind of want all of this.
Honestly, I'm going to say Friends.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to put lots of money.
Yeah, me as well.
I love money.
Because thinking through it, like, we're getting a college education. That's intellect. I don't really need an army or an empire.
Yeah.
I have some friends, ambition, significant other. Zero hangovers. would be
Zero
nice,
hangovers.
but
I don't drink. I've never
Yeah.
had a hangover.
Lots of money is definitely a better alternative. I probably would do that.
I think I'll put friends. God. Ugh. I love money, but I guess at the end of the day, who am I if not with my friends?
Oh. Okay, it's the greatest city in the world. Where would you like to live?
Mexico City!
I'd probably do New York out of these.
I'll do
Or
Tokyo.
Yeah, I was thinking New York or Tokyo.
No, I gotta go with Mexico City. Love it there. That's my people.
I'm going
Actually, no,
Tokyo, too.
I'm lying. Mexico City is completely different from like other parts of Mexico.
Next one, take a break. Run away with us for the summer. Let's go.
Okay, so kind of like the last one. I've always wanted to go to Peru.
I'm picking Italy. That's like the one place I want to travel to, actually.
I've always said that I want to ride a llama backwards into the sunset while drinking a margarita if I go to Peru.
Beautiful.
I've been saying that since I was like 15. It doesn't even make sense.
Probably do Spain.
It's the election of 2032. Who are you voting for president? I'm putting Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I'll put Lin-Manuel Miranda too. Everyone else kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian as president? Absolutely not.
No.
That's crazy.
I'm going to have a mandatory BBL.
Mandatory
not.
PBL for everyone.
Absolutely not. I'm going to be like, can I give mine to somebody else?
Captain America as president would be very funny, but
Yeah.
it's fitting. But
Is it Chris Evans or Captain America? Because that's two
fair.
different people.
True.
Because one of them is a Zionist.
Mm.
Okay, you're never satisfied. What's one quality you wish you had more of? I wish I was more disciplined,
Yeah,
Loki.
I also put discipline.
I very much lack discipline. I don't need humor. Oh, no one laughed.
I laughed. I giggled.
I know.
I'm going to say confidence. There's a million things you haven't done. What's on your bucket list?
Oh, I want to bungee jump and skydive.
Oh, no, yeah, I want to skydive, swim with sharks, bungee jump.
There's so much stuff here.
Safari would be cool. Scuba diving. Definitely not walking on hot
Yeah,
coals.
I don't want to do climbing Mount Everest or walking on hot coals. Everything else I want to do.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think I want to do bungee jumping because that's like
probably skydive. I had to choose
I'm
one of
saying
these right now.
skydive.
when I
Yeah.
was in Mexico, I almost skydived because it's like pretty cheap. But then I was also like, well, it could be one of two things. I could be going with somebody who's super skilled, or it could be Mexico and I could just be tied to a guy with a rope and they're gonna be like, good luck, and kick me out of the plane.
They kick you.
Finally, history has its eyes on you. What do you want to be known for?
I'm going to say producing a film.
I was gonna say, I don't know. Well, we learned yesterday from Kahoot that I want to be a screenwriter for animation. So I kind of
True.
want to like make my own like animated show. Would that be considered writing a book or producing a film?
Could be either or.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
a mix between them.
I'm going to say inventing something because that's kind of the same. I'm inventing new characters in a new
Yeah.
story.
I'd probably say inventing something as well.
No way!
Who'd you get?
I got Marquis de Lafayette.
Damn.
You're definitely a risk taker and love to live life and love to live on the edge. Your friends know they can count on you for a good time because you're the life of the party.
Yes.
What's yours?
I got Angelica Schuyler. You're brilliant, witty, and can charm anybody after a single conversation. You may feel underappreciated at times, but eventually everyone in your life will recognize how important you are to them. Aww.
I got Peggy.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah, but it says your sweet and easygoing nature makes you really easy to get along with. You're usually not the loudest person in the room, but you still make a big impression.
Wait, why is that actually
Oh
so
my
you?
gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
sister.
I was not expecting Peggy of all people.
Wait,
Yeah.
but that's really accurate to
No,
who
yeah,
you
it
are as a
definitely is.
person.
Yeah. Wow, what a great way to
What
end
a
this
great
today's episode.
Yeah.
Today's episode was great.
This was so fun.
This was insane. We had two great contenders,
Mhm.
Attack on Titan, Anna Hamilton. Oof.
You definitely have to
Yes.
finish the rest of it.
I will. 1000% I will.
Yeah, I kind of want to start reading the manga now because, like I said, every time like I watch an anime and I'm like low key confused about it, I always read the manga and I'm like, oh.
Mhm.
So damn, maybe I need to go do that. Maybe I need to go read the manga now.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Yes.
Manga's fun to read.
Mm-hmm.
I see. I did that with JJK, but even when I still read it, I don't understand what's happening.
I know, because I have Shonen Jump the app, so I'm like low key reading a bunch right now. Like I'm reading Demon Slayer, which by the way, the movie's coming out on Crunchyroll next week. Hopefully one day. Oh my god, I need to find some way to get you to watch Demon Slayer. I
Yes.
don't know. There's just so much I want you to watch.
Oh my gosh, I know. There's so much I need to watch.
Well, that's it for today's episode.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Special thanks to Danny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you,
you guys
Danny,
for
for
having me.
joining us.
Well, thank you guys for
course.
having me. It was a
Of
blast.
course. This was so much fun.
Yes.
We hope you guys enjoyed, and you hope you can join us for the next episode.
Yes. Until next time.
Bye.
Thank you very much for listening to this WXAV 88.3 FM podcast. Be sure to visit our website, wxav.com, for more information on your escape from ordinary radio.